Hey, what's up, folks? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we're going to be testing out this beauty right here. This is the Fenix TK20R UE flashlight. I've been testing this out for the last 3 months, taking it on several camping trips, carried it every day, taking it on a road trip. So today I'm going to let you know the ins and outs, the likes and dislikes. So thank you for joining me. Let's get started. So it's a flashlight review, folks. No need to make this overly long, so let's keep it short and sweet. Let's get the specs out of the way before the sunset comes. So once again, this is the Fenix TK20R UE. The UE stands for Ultimate Edition. Longtime Fox viewers will recall that I did review last year the TK20R V2, another outstanding light from Fenix. And I think Fenix really shines when it comes to this size of light. Larger than EDC style light, something bordering more on self-defense, tactical. I think they do a fantastic job. They really specialize on those the most, in my opinion, and this is no different. An outstanding light. Once again, it's going to be more focused towards, self-defense. So for example, if you're a law enforcement agent, maybe a security guard, in the National Guard, anything like this is something you're going to want to have on you, on your vest or your belt if needed. How you can get to the charging port is you twist this, and it is USB-C rechargeable. There you go. You can click it in there, and you have a battery light indicator back here. You've seen this before. The different levels will give you a different light, whether it's a solid green, blinking green, solid red, blinking red. It'll tell you a different percentage of how much juice it has. And I like this way of closing it because it gives me far more confidence if I was to drop this out in the elements. I drop it in a stream, in sand, in mud, anything like that. It's going to protect the charging port. Now it does have 6 different light modes. Obviously we're going to wait for the sun to set for us to show them in action. And here's how you do it. You have 3 different modes right here, and this is how you activate it. So let's turn it off to the corner right here. You see this little locking logo right there, symbol. Of course, it ain't going to do anything. So when you're not using it, keep it there. In the middle, you do have a duty mode, which you can switch, alternate between, your everyday settings. And then in the end, you do have your tactical mode. And of course, you're going to be switching between turbo and strobe on that one. Once again, we're going to save that for once the sun sets. It's got a pocket clip, of course. It does come with the Fenix ARB-L21 5000 V2 battery. The dimensions are 6.05 by 1.34 by 1.00. And the weight on the manual says it's 4.76 ounces, excluding the battery, which is an incredibly stupid thing to add. I mean, Fenix is a smart company. I don't understand why they would have added that. Who would carry this without the battery, honestly? So this is just null to me. It's stupid. Next time, add the weight with the battery included. I don't know why that bugs me so much. It's just dumb. But anyway, I don't have a scale with me to tell you, but I mean, it's a hefty light. And it is submersible for 2 meters and impact resistant for 1 meter. So you've heard this stuff before. Okay, so the sun has set. Time to show the flashlight in action. And I apologize if you hear a bunch of yapping. There's a lot of water down there, meaning there's a lot of waterfowl, like ducks. And coincidentally, there's also, of course, a lot of mosquitoes. So I'm going to try to make this fast before I'm eating live out here. So once again, let's show the different settings. Now, we do have 3 different modes right here. You have the lockout mode. You can see it right there. Duty mode and tactical mode. So I have it. You can see the little rotary with the little white line is on the lockout. So doesn't matter how many times you click, it's not gonna power on. I like that. I like a good manual lockout mode as opposed to some abracadabra, hold the light, then click again after 2 seconds, lockout function that I find extremely annoying. So I like this. This is not gonna turn on in your pack, your haversack, anything like this. And then let's go ahead and move on to the middle, which is the duty mode. And this is, you click it on, it's going to cycle through just the EDC settings, low, medium, high, and turbo. And the way you alternate between them is you half step, half press the button. And I'll discuss that in a little bit because I have some reservations about that. But anyway, so this is a low right here. This is 30 lumens. It will last you 40 hours. 490 candela. So 30 lumens is not that strong. It's better than nothing, but nothing to write home about. As I mentioned in countless flashlight reviews, it looks a lot stronger to the human eye than it does through the camera. So I could see down there just enough. This is not my preferred setting if I'm lost in the wilderness or something, but it's not bad. So let's go ahead and half click, and there we go on medium. Now we're getting somewhere, and you can see all those damn mosquitoes just getting ready to chow down. So should have brought some bug spray. Anyway, so I am filming solo. Let me come down here to look at the manual. Medium is 350 lumens. This will last you 9 hours with an intensity of 5,900 candela. 350 lumens is pretty decent. And I like the throw, by the way. It does go pretty damn far. And now let's go ahead and click on high. And there you can see some good distance. I mean, you can see the reflection on the puddle of the lights, the signs, I'm sorry. I can even see some ducks over there already. So, pretty impressive. Now, this is 1,000 lumens right here. It'll last you 3 hours and 15 minutes with the intensity of 17,880 candela. Pretty decent. And now lastly, half click, and there you go. There we have turbo, and this thing goes far. Look at the edges of this ditch. Once again, 2,800 lumens right here with the max distance of 465 meters. Look at all these bugs, Jesus. And I'll annotate down below the intensity. Now, I don't want to be shining the light too much over here because that's traffic over there. That's the freeway, so I don't want to scare anyone. And, of course, this is not going to last a full 2,800 lumens the whole time. After about 3 minutes, it's going to step down to somewhere around 900 lumens. So I'm going to turn that off for now. It drew a lot of bugs this way. So, yeah. All right, let's turn around the camera and let's go to this little tunnel right here. And if you guys watched my video last year, I actually did a stealth camping video right in this area. So this was my home for the night that night. So, yeah, just in the urban jungle today. So, this is low once again. I can see to the end of the tunnel. Let's go to medium. A lot stronger. I like how wide the flood is on this light. I really do. I mean, just this right here is enough to, traverse through the urban jungle. Let's go to high. Look at that. 1,000 lumens. Once again, man, I need to back it up like that. And you can see how much spread this has. I really like that. And then once again, last press is turbo. I mean, and that is powerful right there. Now, let's go ahead and turn this off. And we're going to switch over, move the little rotary dial all the way to the very end. And this is turbo. Strictly turbo, meaning that it's going to give you turbo mode immediately. And half click, and you're going to get strobe. And then turbo, strobe. That's it. Click it off. Nice and simple. So, once again, you don't have to fumble through all the EDC settings. If you need turbo right away, maybe you need a, kind of confuse a wild animal in your campsite, or, scare somebody that's breaking into your vehicle. Right away, you know how to reach your turbo and, of course, your strobe. So one last demonstration. Got low mode. Medium. High. Turbo. Well, folks, that's about it for me. Some final thoughts on the Fenix TK20R UE flashlight. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I think Fenix really excels at this larger style of light, this more tactical type of light. I've tested about 4 of them from them before, and they do a fantastic job. Easy to operate, reliable, USB-C rechargeable, good looking as well. So I do think that they do a great job with these lights. This is once again where I like Fenix the most. Now, if there's one criticism, and there's really only one that I could think of the last couple of months when it comes to this light, is the duty mode. This is strictly hypothetical, okay? I've never been in this situation before. I'm not in the military. I'm not a security officer. So I've never been in this situation, so let me know if maybe I'm overthinking things. But I'm not crazy about the whole half step, the half press to cycle through the different modes. I'm not too crazy about that. And here's my, my hypothesis, my theory. Say you wake up early from camping one morning and it's ridiculously cold. You're going to be shaking. Your fingers are going to be shaking. You're not going to have full dexterity, right? So to alternate between these may be a little bit of a nuisance. Now, let's talk about, once again, self-defense, because this is a tactical light. Say you are in a situation where you did have to defend yourself, and you have adrenaline flowing through you, you have stress flowing through you, you're going to be shaking as well. And so to alternate between these, it's just a pain. I much would have rather just a full press to cycle low, medium, high, turbo. That's just me. And just because of this, once again, it's strictly hypothetical, but just because of this one little concern, I feel like I tend to prefer the earlier version, the TK20R V2 light. That was a full press to cycle through them. But once again, let me know, comment down below. Am I overthinking things? Because that's the only thing I could think of, because I'm reviewing it, that that's something I don't love. Other than that, it's a fantastic light. I really love the whole lockout setting. I really hate a lockout mode on a light where you gotta like double click and wait a second, then click again. Just give me a little lever that's it, boom. And then of course, you have the turbo setting over here. Turn it all the way to the end, click it, and maybe that takes care of my concern, because if you are in a tactical setting, you're not going to bumble through duty mode. You're just going to take it right straight up to turbo, or this one, a strobe. So, maybe I just answered my own question. But that's about it for me, folks. Big thank you to Fenix for sending this to me. I love this. This is an outstanding addition to my gear. Something like this is a little large for me to carry on my person every day. But you guys know that I do carry my haversack every day. And so, of course, it rides on here all the time, ready to go if needed. And, of course, winter's just around the corner. The nights are going to be getting longer. I'm going to be doing a lot more winter camping, stuff like that. So something like this riding on the coat pocket of my wool jacket, of course, I don't mind it, because we're carrying a lot more weight during the winter anyway. So once again, big thank you to Fenix for sending this to me. I'll have the link down below. It ranges from $135 to $145. Not cheap. Fenix lights are not generally cheap, but I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. 2,800 lumens in turbo, a max distance of 465 meters, USB-C rechargeable, and of course, it can double not only as a source of illumination, but as well as, a self-defense tool, God forbid you ever find yourself in that situation. So thank you for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, suggestions. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.